Hi guys, I'm Sam. Welcome to my first video ever. Thank you for being here. I know it's a little exciting, a little overwhelming, a little crazy. I apologize. My videos are probably going to be chaotic in general, just because ADHD and I fidget too much and I ramble about nothing, so you're welcome. The videos might take a hot minute to come out. I'm hoping to do at least one video every month. Currently, live in Oklahoma. It's 1 billion freaking degrees outside. It's literally like 108 with a real feel of like 111. It's terrible. It's disgusting. But I like thrifting. I love gardening. I love DIY. I like crafting and sewing. Just anything kind of art related and plant related because I like plants. A lot of stuff is going to be me making my own clothes because I have in PCOS clothes fit weird. And I have an odd shaped body. So I take clothes and make them myself instead of trying to find something that fits off the rack. And so everything that I kind of love is just what this channel is going to be about. Just, you know, whatever I feel like doing. Fun things that I decide to do. Some of it's probably going to be a little chaotic. Hopefully you can learn along with me. This is definitely not a tutorial channel. You know, maybe it'll be like kind of like a sit and chat, hang out, feel like you're hanging out with a friend. You might learn something. You might, I'm sure some of the stuff is going to be very basic information, but hey, if you've never crafted before and you feel like learning, this is the place to do it. I'm not going to be a perfectionist. I'm not going to show you only the perfect things that turn out beautiful and amazing. I'm going to show you the real stuff. I make mistakes all the time and I'm going to show it in the videos so that way, you know, you don't feel like it's an overwhelming process. That's what this channel is about. This mirror is like, you can tell it's not like an actual mirror. It's like this cheap plasticky mirror. It looked like almost like hotel styled, like back in like the 90s, like a hotel styled mirror. It fits your color and like that's what you love and stuff. Fantastic, that's great. It feels a little cheap to me, and so I kind of just wanted to redo it and make it a little bit more not boring. So that's what happened. It's not an actual thrift find. I didn't find it at the thrift store. It probably was found at the thrift store or was bought at like the Dollar Tree for $5 or was bought at like one of those Habitat for Humanity places, which is fine. I buy stuff from there all the time. No hating. I just wish they would have bought a little bit better quality mirror. So we had that mirror. I didn't feel like getting a new one. And I figured, you know what, let's just revamp it. Let's do a thrift flip. And I accidentally went a little spooky with this. I definitely didn't mean to. I want it to be darker because I want like a darker bathroom. But it went like spooky Gothic castle, vampire-ish castle. And I definitely didn't mean to do that. I decided to make it look a little bit cooler, and that's what's gonna happen in this video. But if you're slightly curious to see what it actually looks like at the very end and the whole process of it, stick around. You might you either will learn something or maybe be entertained or This is that thrifted mirror. The color palette isn't up to what I would personally want as a color palette in my house. It's more of like a brownish tan color, and it kind of reminds me of a hotel, not in a bad way, just reminds me of like a hotel mirror. If that's what you like, that's perfectly fine. I know some people are really into brown and tan. It's just not what I'm into, so I wanted to paint it. You get to have the fun of watching me tape off and seal off basically the entire mirror because I don't want any accidents. Previous me probably wouldn't have had the patience to do this, but you know what? I'm gonna go through it. I want to make sure it's fine and not an ugly potato mirror, so I taped everything off. And I'm just painting this using just a matte black. Honestly, I bought the matte black from Walmart. You can paint it with anything. If it's a different type of plastic, you might have to sand it first or kind of do like a liquid sandpaper on it. Honestly, the paint just sticks to this mirror, so I'm not really that worried about it. I liked the matte black because it dries extremely quick. You can see me going back and forth, repainting areas that had just dried. Can you guess where I bought this paint from? Take a wild guess. Walmart. Wow, what a surprise. It looks like it's kind of like a silvery metallic color, but I promise the paint is actually a white pearlescent. Don't know why it shows up silver. Of course I had to find a kiwi hair in my paintbrush. Disgusting! My little goblin-haired child. Okay, she's not a goblin, but she looks like a goblin and she's very hairy. So I think that counts. This clip actually had audio and music accompanying it, but I can't use that same audio here on YouTube because they'll get angry at me. So instead, you're just gonna have me doing a voiceover. You can take a wild guess where this blue is from. It's from Walmart! I know, what a surprise. Anyways, I was comparing some of these colors against the black to see how they looked. At first I was thinking the rose gold and black would look really fantastic together. But then I painted the blue onto the black. And since the blue has multichromatic color shifting properties, it actually shifted this really beautiful purple color. I was really digging how the black, the whitish silver, and the bluish purple looked together. I decided instead of keeping the black and rose gold, I was just going to keep those tri-colors. I was really enjoying the way they looked together. Kind of gave me ye old vampire Gothic castle vibe. So what, my bathroom looks like a Gothic castle. It was unintentionally spooky, and I'm here for it. We finally get a little bit of change of scenery here, and I'm just using this matte clear coat spray paint. It's resistant to yellowing and UV rays, so it's not going to really affect this mirror. Not like I have it in direct sunlight, but I definitely don't want to work super hard on something and have it turn to like ugly yellow potato. If I can get any tip for spray painting, is obviously don't spray paint in a windy area, especially sandy, windy area. And definitely don't be too close to your project. You want to be, I think the bottles say 8 to 12 inches. I'm normally like 6 to 12 inches away from my projects. If you're too close and you apply too much paint, it actually ends up like goopy and dripping. And sometimes it doesn't even dry properly. I'm pretty sure this is like a week later. I accidentally forgot to finish with this project because, you know, ADHD does ADHD things. Anyways, I just used masking tape and it's fine that I came back to a week later. It's not that big of an issue. You can also use painter's tape. I just didn't have any on hand and I was too cheap and probably too lazy to go out and buy some. So I just used masking tape. Definitely don't use duct tape though. You might ruin your project if you do. Do not mind the fact that I almost yeeted my table and my project on the ground. I accidentally hit the table with my knee. Also, don't mind the fact that I have a billion projects underneath this current project. My ADHD happened and I decided instead of finishing a project like a normal person would, I decided to hyper focus on painting a mirror because that makes sense. If y'all are anything like me, I know this is going to be your favorite point in the video, peel burn time. I absolutely love watching things get peeled off the surfaces, like the weirdo that I am. So I figured you guys might enjoy. The best time is the peel time. Oh baby. Alrighty, I want to show the before. Here it is in all of its tan and brown glory. Kind of boring looking. I mean, if that's your thing, that's fine, no judgment. But for me personally, kind of boring looking. Definitely not my cup of tea. And then here's the after. I'm really impressed with how this turned out, especially because in my mind, it definitely wasn't looking this way. I was imagining black with a little bit of rose gold, kind of almost coppery looking. kind of like a bronze, almost patina to it. I just wanted it to look old and maybe a little crusty and maybe a little bit like of a thrifted antique. But I really love the way it turned out with the black, the pearlescent white, and then that bluish purple color. I really did not expect the blue to turn into purple, but I am not upset about it. Honestly, for a free item, this is kind of one of the coolest thrift flips I've ever done. Simple, easy, just took a couple days for it to dry, and it turned out really, really awesome. If you're just into a little bit of chaos, a little bit of art, creativity, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hope to see you soon. I have 15 and a half minutes of content me rambling. Actually, why can't I get through with the thing? It just open. Guys, don't ever bleach your hair. If you have dark hair, ruins it. Ruin! Yeah.